Twitch test 1 2 3. Twitch test 1 2 3. YouTube test 1 2 3. YouTube test 1 2 3. Okay, hello everybody, welcome to the stream. I am live on Twitch and on YouTube, so if you see some chats that I'm applying to that, or if you don't see those chats, that's why, probably. The VOD will be up after this, so if you don't catch it live, you can watch it later. For anyone watching the VOD, hello, love you. As always, I've got my Ultra Blue Monster. Damn, that's good. And then I've got my now filtered water. I don't think I had it set up last week, so I have my Brita water here. It's kind of crazy how different water is when it's been filtered. Because since I moved here, I've just been drinking regular old tap water, raw dogging it, and it's been fine. But it's like once it stops being cold, and once you start getting to the bottom of this, around here or so, that's when you really start to taste the chlorine, start to taste just not great. And with the stomach thing I had a bit ago, it was causing a lot of heartburn and acid reflux. And that bit of water would always just make it worse. So started filtering it and it's been great so far. But it's crazy how how much is filtered out. It's kind of nuts. But anyway, for today, the stream, the plan is for me to turn off this on this screen. Thank you. The plan is we're going to take a look at 11.1.5 here in a second. Oh, let me fix the stream name. I think it's 11.2.5. And then yeah. Thought you left tap. We were happy you finally listened. I mean, I don't think it was you. I think I thought of it myself. Okay, that's been updated. So yeah, the plan is to look over 11.15 and then probably do some Mythic pluses and delves, and then some world quests in between all that. Okay. So let's get started here with this 11.15. Boom. You guys see that? Cool. So this releases on April 22nd, which is 2 weeks from yesterday. So it comes out in 2 weeks. Blizzard has announced that this patch releases on the 22nd, ushering new content and features, including the Nightfall scenario, the cooldown manager UI, revisited horrific visions, dastardly duos, and the Winds of Mystery, Fortune, XP, and Repa. So I kind of skimmed through this a little bit yesterday, so I'm a little bit familiar, but with at least the Winds of Mystery, Fortune. But let's see. Can I just go to the original? This content patch ushers in a host of new activities rolling out beginning with the launch of the update, with more to come in the weeks that follow. It all begins with the Nightfall scenario, all that. Fortune in game. Okay. So April. This is kind of the layout here. I'm gonna go into it a little bit more here. Okay. So schedule April 22nd. We got the scenario. We got the cooldown manager and the Winds of Mysterious Fortune buff. So that'd be nice to do. With alts. I mean, I don't really need more alts, but just, you know, whenever I'm leveling. We got May 20th for the Horrific Visions, so that's a month after. 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks later, we get Horrific Visions, so end of May. And then 2 weeks after that, we have Dastardly Duos. Okay. So, coming out in 2 weeks. Through May 20th, that's when Visions come out. Yeah. You have a month. Players can take advantage of the Winds of Mysterious Fortune 20% experience buff to get up to speed with their new or alternate characters levels 10 through 70. Why is it? I wonder why it's not 1 through 80, or 1 through 79. Interesting. The buff will also provide 200% major faction renown in Dragonflight zones and 100% in selected or within zones. Yeah, so saw this. So pretty much I think it's everything, most of the stuff from Dragonflight, which is nice. I have a friend that's working on the Dragonflight meta achievement, so that'll help them. War within factions, everything except Undermine. Yeah. During this period, while in Dragonflight and War within zones, players below 80 will have a chance to gain mysterious satchels while looting creatures or as a bonus reward from quests. These satchels contain a variety of fun and useful. You can't. Where was I? Grant temporary stat boost or visual alterations. These satchels can sometimes include bonus gear appropriate to your level and specializations in 2-hour 10% experience potions that stack with the 10% up to maximum 30. Wait, what? So these satchels contain a variety of fun, whatever, temporary stat or visual, whatever. These satchels can sometimes include bonus gear appropriate to your level and specialization and 2-hour 10% experience bonus potions, whatever, that stack with. So you can go 30% with this, which will stack with Darkmoon Fair when that comes out in May. So you'll have 40%, and then if you already have 5 level 80 characters, you'll have the 25% on top of that. So you'll be at 65% increased experience. Wow, that's pretty good. I mean, 55 without Darkmoon, that's still not bad at all. Experience potions are a warbound item and can be consumed during the event or saved until after the event is over to be used on characters from 1079. Any stat potion, effects, or elemental potions will not work. Awesome. Okay, so you can actually save those potions. Interesting. I like that. Defend the Arathi in Nightfall scenario. Players will take up arms beside a new faction. Great. Flames Radiance to defend the Arathi against the Sareki forces following the defeat of Queen Ansarek. This faction consists of volunteer militia-led veterans, Fade Pyremaker, and Milton Wildbraun. As you rise through the ranks, you will earn up to 10 levels of renown. Okay, so it was 10. I think last week we looked at this, didn't we? 10 levels and unlock new rewards. Alongside the Flames Radiance, players will be split between task forces within the Nightfall public scenario to clear the battlefield and push back the Sareki. Surukai? I don't know. You'll also be able to strike back against the Sareki forces throughout Hollowfall and Ashkahet to continue to earn renown and rewards with additional quests and activities available between the scenarios. Players can expect a variety of rewards for taking part in the scenario and quests, including new armor sets, a tabard that will update visually as you progress the ranks. Interesting. I wonder if you can I would assume that as you level up, you unlock that transmog. And if you, at the end of it, if you wanted to change your transmog to like a rank renown 3 instead of the round 10, you can do that, I'd imagine. Weapons, a new color variant of the Delver's dirigible. No one uses that. Well, actually, some people do. You see the gold one a lot. It's not that bad. As your rank increases, you can also expect to earn buffs, which will help you become stronger while in Howlfall and Ashkahet. Okay. New cooldown manager. Players can enable a new cooldown manager within their UI by opening the game menu options in advanced. Cooldown abilities will show up automatically in the center of our screen and include a visual countdown of when your ability is available to use again. You customize the cooldown manager, add mode, and whatever, options, and then adjust utility options bar, essentials, cooldown, track buff. Wait, whoa. You can select cooldown for them, whatever, and adjust the utility cooldowns option bar, essential cooldowns, tracked buffs bar, and tracked bars by clicking on them and adjusting. So I've heard a little bit about this. This is something similar to weak auras from what I understand. This tracked buff bars. When I was reading earlier, I thought it was just going to be like your cooldowns, which I was like, I don't care about that. Tracked buffs. Because right now on my warrior, I have like, if I pop recklessness or avatar, or if I have lust up, or if I do spell reflect, I can see when I have those buffs, I have those little icons so I can watch for those. Can I still, if I can do that with this, that's going to clear up a little bit of room in my weak auras. I'm curious, I'm interested to see what that's going to look like. All right, here we go. Week of May 20th, Horrific Visions Revisited. I hated this content. It was god-awful. Apparently, a lot of people loved it. I've been reading Reddit, and people seem to really like this. I did not enjoy this at all. It was not the worst content I've ever experienced, because Shadowlands exists, but I did not like this. Return to N'Zoth's corrupted versions of Stormwind and Org, complete objectives, and take on the challenges within. As you make your way through these encounters, you'll need to maintain your sanity or ultimately fail. You will be able to go it alone or create a party of allies to join you. Players who want to experience alone or need an additional helping hand in the party will also be able to invite a construct of Soradormi companion to join them. This follower will be able to tank DPS or heal and will not be affected by sanity. So it's like Bran in Delves. Okay. I don't mind that. For players looking for a bigger challenge, you'll be able to act. That's kind of like a story mode type of thing for people who don't really want to progress very hard. For players looking for a bigger challenge, you'll be able to activate higher difficulties of play for additional gear up to heroic difficulty items. Okay, another way to get heroic items, I guess. Not bad. Well, will this count towards the vault, though? Well, let's read on. Maybe it says that. Horrific Vision masks are also returning, including Pain, whatever. 3 additional new masks will be available to discover and conquer. A new currency to collect becomes available to spend at the vendor. For new and previous awards, displays corrupted mementos. Players, a new currency to collect becomes available to spend at the vendor for new and previous awards. So I'm assuming that, like the mount, for example, for 100k. I really hope they update the achievement, because there's an achievement to collect 100,000 mementos. I think about like 86,000. It'd be nice if they did those mementos or these ones, because I would hate to have to still go back and do old Horrific Visions. Anyway, whether you're playing a new max level alternate character or experiencing it for the first time, you can experience this content shortly after the launch of the level update. So I'm curious if this will count towards your vault or if you're just going to loot it like a chest. I mean, I imagine that the chest will always be there, but I imagine if this counts towards like world content in, I think it's the last row of the vault. And if it does, how does it scale? Like, I think tier 8 delves, I think that's the maximum for, no, tier 11s is, isn't it? That goes for heroic gear too. I don't know, but I'm curious how that works. Last thing here is Dastardly Duos. Later in the patch cycle, players will be able to experience a new 6-week event. So June 3rd, this and that starts. So 6 weeks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That goes to, does that, so either ends July 15th or it goes that week and it ends July 22nd. Providing a variety of cosmetics, great, toys, great, and even some dungeon items based on the bosses you encounter. Okay. Vinny Sweets, showrunner and announcer, is promoting dastardly duos where players can step up to take on animatronic versions of past bosses, gain power-ups, and strive for higher and higher scores for bragging rights. You and your party will fight 2 or more bosses at a time to rack up your highest score. There will be 3 hubs for dastardly duels that players can visit: Stormwind, Org, and Dornagal. While Vinny Sweets is running the show, you'll need to speak with Ziggy Maru to queue for the fight in the Dastardly Dome. A visit with Woden, the Troll Servant Vendor, will also get you access over the weeks to some additional power-ups or items that can help you in the fight. In week 1, there will be 4 bosses available to fight, and each week thereafter, additional bosses will be added up to a total of 10 total bosses to face. Earning specific achievements will also provide additional game effects from them. Okay, I mean, that's... I wonder if they're going to be points or if they're going to be feats of strength. It's just like a recurring thing? Once a year, twice a year type of thing? Or is this like a one and done type of thing? Earn points for kills, damage done, and much more. Rack up a high score with your party for bragging rights. See how far you can go. We look forward to sharing more adventures with you. We'll see you in Azeroth, and make sure to subscribe to Alcoholics 101 on YouTube and follow Mosaic LOL on Twitch. Wow, that is so nice of that in there. Oh, thank you, Blizzard. Yeah, so I'm not excited, but this will be interesting. It's kind of funny because I had an idea like this. So this was before they even announced like the Echo bosses in 20th anniversary. This was like years. I think this was back in Shadowlands. I had an idea of like having what I called Echo raids, and basically they were a way to go back to do old, not necessarily go back to do old content, but like a raid zone recreated, and you would go and fight different bosses from different eras in this raid, and it would kind of rotate every week or month or whatever, kind of like time walking. But what I thought would be cool would be like you go into this raid and it's a unique zone. Like you haven't been in this specific zone before. Maybe like there's different variations of it too. But you go in and like maybe the first fight is, you know, Nefarian from Blackwing, Descent, and Cataclysm. The second fight is the Lich King. The third fight is I don't know, what's a Dragonflight boss? Razagash. And then like the fourth boss is Illidan. Or Yogg-Saron. Like just random fights, right? Like just random fights that it's either the exact fight or like different abilities, or maybe like they pull different abilities from different bosses or something like that. Like the bosses like intertwine with each other. Like for example, Yogg-Saron has like a Lich King ability and Lich King has a Yogg-Saron ability, something like that. So I thought that'd be really cool, and they kind of, and I was kind of formulating that idea in my head, and as I think as I actually started like planning to make a video on that, they released, because I kind of kept thinking about it, and then I forget about it, think about it, forget about it, and then they released, I think like the first one was the Echo raids, or Echo bosses. They called them Echo bosses, which is the exact thing I had in mind, but they called them Echo bosses in 20th anniversary, and then they have stuff like this. So it's pretty much the idea I had, which I never vocalized, but I'm gonna take credit for this idea. So you're welcome, Blizzard. But yummy. That's it. That's all. Let's start playing the game. PC Edition, 2004. Noble Garden, do I have anything there? No. Also, yesterday I finally finished off my last Dark Moon Fair achievement. I finally got the 12 trinkets, because no one goes there anymore, which is nice. Because every time I went there like 2 years ago or 3 years ago, I just kept having to fight somebody who would whoop my ass. So I ended up like I kept forgetting. So what I ended up doing was like on my phone just putting a reminder at 3 or at 9 a.m., 12, 3, 6, and 9 p.m. that Dark Moon's coming up, and then finally I was able to get it. So that's been nice. What's up, Darth? Feature on the game to steer. That's right. Yeah, they definitely read my minds, and it's kind of crazy that they're not even. I mean, they did say to subscribe and follow me and stuff at the end of that post. So yeah, I guess they did a little bit of due diligence, but a little bit more would have been nice. So the last thing that I need is a 10 Floodgate. Let me see if I can maybe queue up for something there. Then let's see, let's just see 11s. What do we got for 11s? 11 to 12. Not a whole lot. Also, at some point, I need to review my rotation, because I think I'm doing my opener wrong. Because I'm noticing a lot of times when I'm doing my opener, I'm just kind of I'm just hitting stuff. So, need to figure that out. Let's do this, boy. Where's that? Right here? Well, that's gonna take away my cues there, but I guess it doesn't really matter. If they wanted me, they would have invited me. That's me. Dude. Also, this morning, I was looking up how to do the Darkfuse Solutions rep. Oh my god. You need like 8,400, I think it was, market research. And I've been in Undermine every single week since it came out, doing everything that I could. And I only had like 480 of those things. I think with the Darkmoon buff, it goes down to like 7,600. That's going to be insane. That sucks. Local charity is doing special hamburgers all week, so had one for lunch. Nice. Having some ice cream, saw a fight at the bus stop. Nice. Who won? You know what the fight was about? Or was it just a couple of knuckleheads having a knucklehead fight? Okay, so I got that the guy owed money. One. Oh, nice. He doesn't have to give that guy money for a longer time. Good for him. Saying this, we're doing this. Nice, we're going. Got only FU than hands. People. My guild is talking about doing some mythics. We'll see if maybe I can scam them into inviting me. Nope. So you know what's funny about me is that I get into sports when the season's pretty much over. Like right now, I'm like really craving to watch some football, but the season doesn't start till like September. I don't even think like training camp stuff starts till like August. And then, I mean, hockey's like the last couple of games are being played here before the playoffs, but still, I'm like, I haven't watched hockey all year. And now suddenly I'm like, you know what? I kind of want to watch some games. You know what I did? It was Ovechkin getting that record. I was like, oh, damn. I want to watch some stuff. So, I don't know. I think that Washington is going to be my team for the playoffs, which I didn't know they were doing so well. I thought they were, like, kind of garbage. And then come to find out, though, I think they're, like, first in the league or, like, first in their division or something like that. I was like, oh, okay, I guess... I thought this whole season was just for Obi to get the record, but nope. They're actually popping off. A leather one. Ooh, nice. Cool. So, I think I'm gonna... Ow! I think I might try to watch some playoff hockey when it comes out. I've always been a New York Rangers fan, too. I don't know what it is. There's just something about them, like... They always have, like, afternoon games. Oh, that's Raids. Whoops. Actually, do they have... Achieve Glory. No. Yeah, there's something about them that I don't know. I've always just been a fan of. Never really minded them. New Jersey was supposed to be my team this season, and I haven't kept up with them even a little bit. But I don't even know how they're doing. Ooh, invites to a group. Nice. Nope. Could watch the hell. True. I don't even know who my team would be. Hold on, what do I got? Oh, I guess I don't have anything. I haven't looted my vault yet. Sword? Yeah, that's sword. Is it the Rough Riders, I think? The one with the green jerseys of the horse? I've always kind of liked those. I mean, the Argonauts are okay, I guess. I'm not really a big football guy in general. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know why I'm into it. Just, I always really get into it after the season's over. Like, I get really into it, and then suddenly the season starts. Like, I'll watch next week's game. And never happens. My NFL team is the Raiders. The Raiders. Tie Cats fan. Who's that again? Hamilton? Hamilton Tie Cats, I think. But I haven't had a winning team in any league I like over a decade. Yikes. Actually, me neither, to be honest. Nowadays, I'm just kind of like bandwagoning. Whatever kind of makes me feel any sort of emotion. I'm like, I'll cheer for you guys, I guess. This is struggling so am I? Oh, over here. Yeah. I haven't watched a whole lot of CFL, but I did watch... Oh boy, I don't remember. I think it was a few years ago I watched maybe half of the season's games. I think that was the year the Argos won. I think the NHL playoffs start soon, like next couple weeks or so. So that'll be fun. Can I loot this? What? No way. No shot, right? I can? I got one of these again? Nice. I need one more for the pet. Dude. And there was one year, I think it was like 2017 or 18, I got really into like everything, all sports. So I had like a spreadsheet of all the different teams I liked and when their games were each month, and like the timing and all that. So I would spend all day watching sports. So it was like there was the NHL, the AHL, and the OHL, and then there was, what was the women's league called? I forget, but I watched that as well. I think it was on YouTube. I watched that, and then the NFL, the CFL. I tried to find some golf when I could. I'd watch Major League Soccer. What was it called? I watched college basketball, college football. Oh my God, Auburn Tigers. Jesus, I love that team. When does that start? Oh man, that probably starts in the spring or in the fall too. Honestly, I might like the college football more than I like the NFL. There's just such a cool vibe with those games. There's that. I think I tried watching tennis, lacrosse. Oh my God, I got really into lacrosse for a bit there too. And rugby. Oh my God, dude, the one day, I think it was like rugby championship or something. I just found them on. Bro, I was enthralled. Like, how is this not more popular? Rugby's such a sick sport. Over the years, so I'll have to use the creative game mechanics to watch. Yeah, I definitely use the creative game mechanics as well, which is rough when you want to watch like stuff that isn't like the NHL or the NBA. Oh, baseball too. Baseball was hard to watch though. I just put down the other monitor and just do stuff in WoW or whatever I was doing because I was like, this is, yeah. So what are we doing? Where are we going? I need to get into Discord for... Good. So dungeons, let's just say Darkflame. Classes, Warrior, Fury. We're doing a Darkflame 11. I mean, sick, but... Interesting. I just want to see what the opener is, because I feel like I'm always doing it wrong. So go to timelines. On cast? No, casts. Where is this? Darkflame? Right there. So his openers. This guy that I'm looking at here. Charges in. Ravager, or ramp. Raging. At that. Okay, he pops that. Ravager, blah, 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 that. Okay. Where's the gap in that there? Okay, there's the gap. This dude, like, doesn't charge at all. Interesting. So, raging, that. And then when he does pop his stuff, Ravager and that. This pretty much at the same time. If I charge in. That's my friend Waken Machine. Nice, grats. That's a nice one to have done with. That's kind of a very tedious thing. Very tedious thing to do. I'm gonna charge. I'm gonna pop all my stuff. I'm gonna drop this. Hit that. Hit my Dragon's Roar. And then. No, so basically, I'll charge in. Thunderclap. Rampage. Pop cooldowns. Thunderclap. Rampage. Pop cooldowns. Charge, Thunderclap, Rampage if I can, otherwise Bloodthirst. And then cooldowns, Ravager, Dragon's Roar, regular rotation. And then is he doing also? He does Rampage, Bloodthirst, Raging. Rampage, Raging, Bloodthirst. That. The Thunder Blast. And then. Oh. First pull Lust once we go through the tunnel. LOS left side, okay. Yeah, so this is basically Raging Blow, Rampage, Raging Blow, Thunder Blast, Raging Blow, Bloodthirst, Raging Blow, Rampage, Thunder Blast, Bloodthirst, Raging Blow, Bloodthirst, Rampage, Thunder Blast. That's me. Rampage, Thunderclap. Alright. Also, yeah, I'm doing a... Oh god, I need this. Shoot.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Nice, I got the food buff just in time. Oh boy. Let's hope for the best here, boys. Girl. Coming back, or is he just gonna go there? Okay. Here we go. Okay, if I can charge, I'm great. Oh my god, dying. What? Oh no. These bolt throwers are really annoying. Good first pull. Damn it. I have a bad habit of, oh, it's these guys. Of popping my, what's it? Recklessness? Escape. What did I die to there? Attack. I have a bad habit of popping my recklessness and then not also popping my, Ravager right away. Holy smokes, why am I dying? Not great, not great. Move, please. Where is that? Don't stand in that. Holy. We're good. Saved, redeemed. Honestly, I think the worst part of this dungeon is just this first area. Kind of really sucks. Nice, good job. Again with this, man. Why? Please. Just gonna go into defensive again. Drop this. I'm fine now. Ow. For a second there, I got nervous that I forgot to take off my teleport cloak to get org, because I used that the other day. I was like, oh god, am I just really sitting here with a 623 item level? Commit, commit, commit! Whoo! That was a little sketchy, ain't gonna lie to you. Oh shit. Yep, ate that. On me. Ow. Ah. Oh god. Are we still on me? Or not, right? Is it still the 5-second death? Nice. Don't like that. Dude, what's all good's level? Holy 666. My god, this dude's popping off. Jesus. I really hate when that stuff's on me. Not my best, but we'll take it. I use an add-on for all my ports, and it re-equips whatever it took off. Oh, nice.
I know this place. Always
It's really helpful.
here forever. Didn't trust nobody. So mean. Quick, faster, faster. I'll catch up.
Teleportation. Is that the name of the add-on, I'm assuming? Isn't that also a Hearthstone boy? Oh god, oh god, oh god. Like the, oh, that's Tome of the Town portal, I think, from Diablo. Dude, what is this? I still need to figure out what I'm doing wrong, because there's something happening.
Not wax. Hurts cobalt.
Just throwing by not standing in that, no big deal. We figure out what that ding is and turn that off, because that is going to get real grating. Yep, real fast. Great, cool. Did not prepare myself for that. I don't have to get good, I stay good, brother. We talked about this. I don't know if it was worth it to release or if I just should have stayed there. Ding. I don't know why that ding reminds me of Happy Gilmore. Good thing that wasn't on me, because I wasn't really paying attention. I was kind of concerned about where I was positioning for that. Ended up not being great. Oh god. That was scary. I didn't need to do that thunderclap. So does that prefer to go on range? Because I think the last 2 dungeons I've done here, I've been in double range, 1 melee, and has continuously gone on the range. So, I mean, if that's the case, cool. I'm happy with that for sure. That kind of scared me there, not gonna lie. It's weird, man. Single target, I'll do relatively fine, like now. But but in AoE pulls, where you would think a Fury Warrior should do well, which, I mean, I'm probably just not doing well enough. I'm just not doing it right. I've got to figure that out, man. Probably didn't need to blast all my cooldowns there, but hey. Whatever. Whenever. We're always gonna be together. I don't have any, what? I don't have any guns here? Oh boy, that sucked. I got stunned right into the frontal, which I think happens normally, but an 11, that's kind of scary. Okay, I'll go grab this one, I guess. Oh, that actually works out pretty well in terms of where those spawned.
A gift of power.
Can I go like this and get multiple? No. Shit. Yeah, that'll be good if someone... Oh. So we can maybe get these two at the same time, but... Actually, these will be... That's a good one to break. Grab these two. Definitely not my greatest on this one either, but For some reason, this boss was kind of sketchy for me. I don't know why. But we did it. We're good. And now my leg cannot be numb. Thank goodness.
We can be free. Time to flee. Flee to freedom. We can use big candle cart to escape.
Oh god. These guys feel like they take forever to die. That's just unfortunate. I was about to pop my cooldowns here, and then I noticed they're non-elite, so I was like, yeah, I probably don't need to do that. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Did not see that wall. Almost ate it. Like I am now, jeez. The one time I was doing this, I think it was it's been last week, I guess. I don't even remember. It must have been on weekend when I was in 10. It was this thing from like halfway to here, just kept going. I don't know if there's like a thing that makes it go, but it did not stop. We pulled like half of the dark stuff here. I was like, oh, okay. Sick. Love that for us. Put it a little bit too ahead, but we're good. Does it really matter, this part? Like, if no one throws a dynamite, do you start the boss at 100 health instead of 80, whatever he's at now, 80%? Did it again where I popped recklessness and I just kind of sat there doing nothing for a bit.
A gift of power.
These guys can't be stunned. Good to know. As these guys were just coming out, that's good to even know where. I don't want to use my other cooldowns just yet because we're going to be coming up to the boss and I don't want to be without Avatar in my trinket. Like I seem to be often. Excuse me. Nice. I definitely picked a good first key to do an 11 on because plenty of time to have for this one. This fight always stresses me out too with the stupid candle. Making sure it has enough light. Battle Blast on me. I'm gonna go grab this thing here. Probably could have been doing a better job with my defensive stance as well as my spell reflect. But alas. Grab this real quick for us. Yeah, look how much less damage I took by having both spell reflect and defensive stance up. Yeah, I need definitely be getting better habit of using both of them, at least for that, because that is insane. Going to like instead of 20% doing that. Nice. Nice. +8, but hey, my first ever 11. Nice. We finally get to fight the big bad of the kobolds. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I totally forgot kobolds were a thing until this expansion, to be honest. Look at that. An 11. What trinket did he get? You're supposed to have a chance to imbue the wax, causing it to form into whatever. Oh, nice. That's pretty cool. You guys want to do more 11s and 12s? Holy fuck. Okay. It's time for Dark Warp the Key. We're doing a 10 Floodgate. Ooh, I mean, if we did, that'd be sick, because I actually need that one. The last 10 I need. Actually, hold on. Is there a teleport out here somewhere? Where's the dude? Oh, it's right here. Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-ba-dum-bow. I'm gonna just use the washroom. Be right back. All right, I'm back. I'm back. We're going where? What is this? Back again? Oh, this is a workshop. It's not what I thought. I thought we were doing Floodgate. Isn't this like a 12? Oh, this is Floodgate. Oh, okay. I thought. Why did I think it was? I don't know. That was a weird intro. Going behind Rocket, careful not pull bridge pack in the shredder to right. Okay, I mean, do what I can, but no promises, my guy. That's me.
Five, four, three,
2, 1. Nice, just a 10. Okay. Totally doable. Ah, fuck. Alright.
3, 2, 1.
We're doing all of these? Yeah. Okay. You are a crack addict. I didn't mean to pop my thing there.
4, 3, 2, 1.
You are an actual methamphetamine addict. Who does this pull, bro? Can I just stun anyone for us? Just for the sake of longevity here? I'm in the middle of something. I'm in the middle of something. Who am I? Who? What? Oh, who am I? That's not at all what I should have done, but whatever. It's fine. Me here. Wow, just eating that totally, for sure. Wow. Goodness. That was
5, 4, 3,
not my best, but we survived. So that's all that really matters there, is that we survived, and I did do for damage. Bunch. And let's go interrupt that. Got one more interrupt in me. Didn't matter. Break the scaffolding. And go over here. Dude, Gillen is a friggin' champ, dude. He's a Machamp. Pulling everything so hard, so fast. Let's go ahead and break that down real quick for you. Don't wind up on me. Chill, bro. I don't like that. Dude, I don't know if you guys saw this, but do you guys remember Vitaly? The that prank dude? So I saw that I guess he went to the Philippines. I don't know what he did, but he did something that got him detained by the police there. And I read that he is going to be held there for 2 to 3 years in an overcrowded prison or whatever, just to have his hearing. He's not going to be deported to the US. And then on top of that, he faces like multiple years in prison. Like, I don't know if I misread it, but it's either he either faces up to 5 years in prison for what he did, or everything that he did has a chance to have 5 years per. So he can have multiple years in prison. So he's gonna be waiting a few years just to be heard, and then multiple more years just to like do out his sentence. All this for some stupid prank. Like, bro. I'm like anxious just thinking about that. Just sitting, like, I just keep thinking about, like, you know, one New Year's goes by, one Christmas goes by, and you're like, man, I have another whole year until I have to wait till. What? What'd I do? I don't know. I have to wait until next Christmas for this, man. The contact with the North Sentinel Islands? I don't know. If that's what he did now, I don't know. Whatever he did now, I didn't read enough to know what thing he did. But he's the guy that used to do pranks on YouTube. Well, I guess he still does. But he was really big back in like the early 2010s. I guess he was in an adult film where he was having some performance issues that people kind of meme on him about as well. If that rings any bells. But yeah, I was like, oh my god, dude. Like, I couldn't. That is, the thought of that just saddened me. All right, it's redemption time. I've got my my Ravager cooldown, or Ravager macro up, so I'm not going to be shooting it into the sky and pulling extra mobs. It's going to be great. Yeah, I'm going to just go over here. Oh god, just leapt right into that. That sucked. Pop this. Did need to pop that. Probably go into defensive stance here really quick. I don't know if that'll do anything, but just a little bit more for my spell reflect. See, I don't know, do we cleave off of the boss or do we focus ads here? Can they be stunned? No. That's one thing I'm not sure of. Oh, Jesus. I always get picked up by that. Redemption. Nice. Feels good. Can I interrupt? Yeah, barely. But yes is the answer to that question. It's a lot of damage. Gonna heal through that really quick. Okay, whenever I look at DPS, man. I don't keep up with YouTube people enough to know for sure. Just heard about the guy in prison in India. Wouldn't surprise me if there's another prankster that does that. One's got that. Could have interrupted that. That was my bad. Playing both these packs. Alright, fair enough. Don't over aggro. I can't. I'm assuming I can leap, so I'm just gonna not. Just gonna chill. Do the scaffolding here. And now I'm gonna pop this. Oh, Jesus. Sword cleaves off the boss there. Okay. I kind of just focus ads. Like, I mean, except for the end. Boss is low, I kind of cleave off the boss, but really focus on the ads there. Okay. That was just right in his wheelhouse. Scared the poop out of me. Oh, yeah, just that. Yep, just follow me. Cool, 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 cool. That's on me. All right, cool. Please hit that. Oh, thank God. I thought I missed him. I didn't really need to leap all the way over there, just had to position him, but still, I wanted to be sure it was right. Never be too sure. I probably didn't really need to pop that, but whatever, just makes the end of the thing a little bit easier. We're good on that, nice. Pop that. Do 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 do. I have a bad habit also of stunning nothing. Like no casts going on, just stunning. Like something like now would be a good time to stun when there's things happening. Like when a harpoon goes out, for example. And the one day was so funny. We were doing this and someone got harpooned towards one of these guys. But there was a bomb in the way, so they got harpooned through the bomb and died. And I don't know why, the visual made me laugh so hard. I was like, and just right through one of these bombs. Oh my God, it's so funny. I don't know why I just popped all that, but sure. Yeah, that jettison is harsh, so I'm gonna... I probably should have at the very least Ravager probably up. And Recklessness. Not the most ideal, but whatever. Always left. You got it, buddy. Oh, you're kind of far, eh? Chill. Why? Going that way? It's fine. Managed. Get this stepping. We're fine, we're fine. Oh my God, we're fine. Go defensive here really quick. Pop that. Oh god. That was brutal. Do those waves do more damage, or whatever that is that does damage there? Does that do more damage every time it comes out, or is it just kind of a weird coincidence here? Just for safety's sake, I'm gonna pop everything I've got there, or pop my defensive stance early. That worked out. Holy. Sketchy, not gonna lie to you. Holy smokes. Hello, please? I just could have interrupted that guy, but I'll use this stun, I guess. Never didn't have it, that's right. I was only playing it up for dramatics. Putting on a show. As Patrick Stewart would say. Acting. I don't know what... Okay. The wall was in the way. I didn't know what direction he was facing that, and I was like, I hope I'm running the right way. My guild leader had made a good point about this, like the first time we ran this. It's a little weird that these inspectors, they teleport behind you and then do something called whatever it is, inspection. What you doing, you know? Chew inspecting. A surprise inspection, that's what it is. Even worse. It's a surprise inspection. That's even worse. Chew surprising me with an inspection for, you know? You pulling more? Oh, just these guys. Just want to know whether I should wait to blow my recklessness or do it now. Might as well pop these too. Drop that guy. My recklessness. And my Ravager! Nice. I stun these? No. I cannot. Are these some people? No. Let's say if they are, why don't we just stack here? All nice and pretty, but well, maybe I don't know. Seems a little sus there. Oh, so look at that. I thought we were gonna be like 1% short, but I guess everybody knows their way. That was a little bit of a troll. I kind of almost made myself die there. Wow, that would have been incredibly embarrassing. I didn't need to step out like I did, but okay. Where's mine? Should be fine here, right? You should have healed through it. That's right. Finally, someone who understands. It's my kind of people right there. Still though, sketchy. It's the afterbirth of the other one. It still lingers, so I'm like, I don't know for sure right away what is safe. A little bit sketched out. Wanna put that anywhere, so drop that. I know we're gonna be moving here in a sec, but God. Drop it so I have something going on. Yeah, come here, come here. Yes. Oh, we just missed two chesting it. Oh, that sucks. Ah, man. Oh, well. Still. There we go, the last 10 of the season. Way to go, me. I have a time 10 in everything. I've got all my portals unlocked. Maybe for arms? Keep that. Put it over here for now. Sketchtober, right? Sketchtoberfest. Forgot all about that. Let's go Rookery for a 12. You guys are messed up in the head, man. I mean, I know I was looking for it, but like, you're in my guild. I don't want to embarrass myself. Rookery's kind of an easy key though, isn't it? Wait, 12s is where the 15 seconds, isn't it? Oh wait, Rookery's in up here. Where am I going? Ooh, I think it is. They're witnesses. Exactly, man. They're witnesses if you mess up. Not sure. I think so, but also this is an easy timer. We don't have to do affix anymore. Really? What? Wait, really? Actually harder on tyrannical ammo this dungeon. Wait, what are you guys talking about? Oh, look at that. That nice. It goes away after 12s. Wow. Cool. All right. Ooh. Doon 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 doon. Once we jump over, we'll probably take the first 3 casters on the left separate from the other packs. They hit freaking hard. They hit hard, we'll chain the rest. I always lust once we jump. All right, so do you have anything left to get for Mythics this season? Yeah, so technically, well, my low-end goal has been accomplished because I at the very least wanted to get 10s everything. I think I wanted to get a higher rating than I had last season. I might have already had that. I'd like to get 3K rating for that mount. That's kind of where I'm at right now, and then just kind of going through the dungeons and getting the best in slot equipment. So those are my last 2 goals. At the very least, I want to get best in slot. My high-end goal would be to have at least a 3K rating. What was it? Raider.io. But I forget if you did Mythic pluses or if you were more solo. But where are you at with your Mythic stuff? Oh, look at that. My Mythic plus score in season... Oh, wait, no. Yeah, in season 1 was 26-24. So I need 6 more rating to tie what I had last season. So if we time this 12... where's the Rookery? 321. Like 20 for an 11 more. Yeah, so if we time this, I'll for sure have it. But let's just say 40 more. That'll put me in a decent spot. I'll master sell the mobs you both when we get there. I did a Mythic and Legion once. Okay, yeah. So I am thinking the right guy. I'm gonna join Discord real quick. This is me. It's me.
What's up, Silk?
I'm so
You're
nervous.
so
about
lucky.
the
I was gonna say a bad word.
I bet you were.
He was spouting slurs in here before he
I
came
knew it.
on.
I knew it. That's why I asked before.
I see. Smart. Yeah, you know, I was gonna say something terrible, dude. Yeah, it was something awful. You know, a long time ago, I tried streaming, and I had like 16 to 20 viewers on average. I got banned.
What'd you do?
Yeah, I can't imagine why.
No. Look. I was very tame. This is back
Mhm.
before Twitch's. You know, they were just strict on. You can only stream while you're gaming. That's it, right? You show anything in real life for a long time, they ban you.
5,
But
That's funny.
3,
at the time,
1.
like this was like not 19, what the fuck, 2016, I think, 2015, 2016. It was when
Oh,
Watch
yeah.
Dogs came out, I think, the first game, and that's what I was
Mhm.
streaming. I was pretty good at the hide and seek PvP game, and my neighbor said, "Hey, there's someone like sneaking into your room in the middle of the night." I'm like, "Who the fuck is doing that?" Right? So I asked my grandparents, "Hey, you guys go into my room? What do you guys need?" And they're like, "No, we're not going in your room, right?" So I said, "Fuck it," put a webcam on, and all good died. And
And all good died, yeah.
and, anyways, I was watching from work, you know, like, okay, who the fuck's going into my street, you know, into my room and shit? Who's opening the door? And nothing was happening, right? And I remembered after like 2 hours of streaming, I started getting like fucking 90 to 100 to like 300 people that just randomly jumping in. And all these assholes were just talking shit about my room, dude. All of them. and I remember one comment, you know, caught my eye, was like, "I love watching these streams. It's like you never know what's gonna happen. I once watched fucking chickens hatch. You know, I was like, these people are wild, right?" And then I saw 1,000, 100 something viewers, and I'm realizing what's going on. I'm being fucking raided. I'm pretty sure there's some dude online that's like just going through different channels and shit randomly, right? And after an hour, I got banned. I wasn't allowed to stream anymore. I tried appealing it, tried to explain my reasoning, and they're just like, "Nah, fuck you, dude. Don't make
Sounds
another
sus.
account, don't stream."
That sucks, yeah. That's funny, because
But,
I think one of the people that used to coach in Overwatch literally would go to sleep, and then you could donation him to, like, play music and shit, basically, while he was sleeping, to try to wake him up.
I actually am a huge fan of those. But funny enough, I had a close friend who ended up dating a big streamer, I guess. Well, not too big, but he was pretty well known in the Halo community and I guess Destiny. I forgot the fucker's name, but I know his first name was Connor. But
Fucking Connor, bro.
yeah, he was just telling me, "No, dude, just make a different account. Who gives a shit?" And I was like, "Alright, whatever." I just never got into it again. But it was nice, dude, you know, having like my viewers and all that shit, and I was just told to like chill the fuck out.
Do you make
not
any
to-
money from that, or no, not really?
Back then, nah, I didn't make anything. Well, that's not true. I did have a donation page set up and shit. Like, I got like $50 from it.
Nice.
That was nice. I think I made more money from selling items in Diablo when it was out.
Oh, yeah.
And I technically don't count League of Legends carries.
Oh, sure.
If I did, I would say, yeah, fuck, I made a lot of money.
Oh, I think that, like, if a lot of people who are, like, really good at video games would do stuff like that, or that's how they would, like, make their living, basically.
Yo, I tried, dude.
There's no money in actually playing, like, doing those tournaments and stuff. Although, I did see a screenshot of, like, an old StarCraft 2 tournament where it was, like, $100 for first place, $50 for second place, and then 25 for third, and then I think 4th through 5th got 25 Bitcoins.
Oh my
Ooh.
god.
What I could say is,
Oh, man.
at the LAN center I work at, we tried doing tournaments for a while, and it's just not profitable. We had to like neglect a lot of the usual customer base just to like have people come in like once just to like play in this tournament and never show up again. I was telling my
Yeah.
boss it ain't fucking worth it. We had
I can
Summit
see
did
doing
show-
like
Interrupted nothing.
like if you're doing like fighting game community, like I think that's like LAN tournaments and stuff. There's a place around here that does something like that. That's pretty popular, but they've been established for a really long time, and basically people just consistently go there for that sort of tournament. Like a more of like a weekly thing than a real like serious like one-off tournament, if that makes sense.
It was suggested, and my boss had to go to like I guess they have some like LAN center forum online, and he was like suggested to not do that. The
Yeah.
community is so fucking foul, dude.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I was even telling him like,
Someone got
They
shot
used
at
to-
one of those, didn't they? Like a couple
Doesn't
years
surprise
back.
me.
Yeah.
it's Super Arcade outside in the city of Walnut. Yeah, that was local. I was there when that happened.
Oh shit, really?
Yep. You know, I was there. I was playing fucking Maximum Tune. You know that fucking driving game where you put your card in and edit your car. Yeah, it was Super Arcade outside of
That's wild.
Mount Sac. The place was known as a nice hotspot for fighting games. I met that one dude. I forgot his name, but he was super famous for doing those parries with I think it was Ken in Street Fighter 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember his fucking name. It was some Asian
I don't know.
dude.
If you said his name, I would not know who it was anyway. So.
Oh, I'll say, but the video is like super famous. It's pretty cool actually. He literally parries like a really fast attack from Chun-Li. You can hear the entire like fucking background go ape shit.
Oh god.
I
That took a
gotta
long way
remember his
there.
name, but yeah, the dude was like super huge into Street Fighter. Hey, my cousins in Mexico knew about this fool. I was like, what the fuck? This guy's super famous. But my
Save my
coworker was
cooldowns.
initially trying to do for Smash because he was like, I guess one of the veterans players in Southern California. And we just got weirdos, dude. All these fuckers were sussy as fuck, I guess is the right way to say it.
Sure.
It was like just a weird vibe from them, but nah, a lot of aggression from them too. It was pretty fun because I had to kick out a few because they were like tossing their controllers around the fucking room, or just
Good
smashing
lord.
on the floor, and it's like it's common. What the fuck? It was like, yeah, it's very common. It's like tournaments, you know, the judge. Oh, what the fuck? I was close to that.
Woo! Okay, almost went the wrong way.
I was thinking to myself, maybe I should focus a bit more what's going on.
And initially, I was thinking about the same thing too. That's why I was running to that other side.
Yeah.
I wasn't even close to it. How the fuck did I?
It's okay. All good's got you. Just
Oh,
kind of
all the way
upset
over
that
there.
get that
I
off,
remember
or
my
did you
leap.
have to?
Oh,
no,
it
you had
sucks.
to go back.
He's talking to my body apparently. There we go.
Yeah. You didn't get one of these, did you? Okay, good.
I popped cooldowns.
Yeah, you should be okay.
I don't think he needs sack power, but whatever. Give it to him anyway.
Yeah, but we tried. But no, we ended up talking to someone that did it. What was it called? Esports Arena in Montclair. Not Montclair. I forgot the fucking place. I think it's Pasadena. And they're saying they make their money off the venues,
Right,
but
don't
for
die.
tournaments, not at all. Yeah, I'm right here. It makes no money
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah, I kind of. Yeah, esports systems seem to make a lot of money in general. They kind of got a bunch of like VC for a bit, and like I want to say in like the late 2010s, I think is when that really started to ramp up. But
Funny enough,
I feel like that was a
helped out
huge bubble.
I had to help them out a bit because they, I guess they were running out of workers, and I had a friend working there at the time. And it's pretty dirty, not gonna lie.
Yeah,
They
there's
did
some real
open-
shitty motherfuckers too that do that shit too, to be honest. A lot of rug
Probably-
pulling happens and shit. Like, I've seen like a bunch of people just run off with like prize winnings and shit like that, in team games, team esports and stuff. It happens all the time. And no one has enough money to like, it's not enough money for people to go after, right?
Yeah.
But, yeah.
That was me.
I was
I have a bad
playing
habit of hitting
Dota,
my,
I guess, or
talk button.
Counter-Strike. I always see the prize pools in those
Little
ones
tick
being
I have.
pretty big.
No, I mean, those games have been around for so long, they have a There's always
Really need to put
people
defensive
doing
stance on for
stuff
that.
in them.
Sorry, did you say you used to coach people in Overwatch?
Yeah, I coached. It's basically was the league underneath, like the little league, kind of like or minor league, I guess, not little league. Underneath the Overwatch league, basically. It's called Contenders.
I remember I wanted to get really good at Overwatch.
So what do you just watch the replays and help them figure it out? Like, how do you? I'm so like curious how that works.
So basically, so there's two ways of doing it. There was multifaceted because usually, basically, you would kind of fulfill multiple roles in that. So you would be the analyst and also the you go into VODs and like work with the players individually, and you do like macro VODs on like, because Overwatch is a very there's a lot of strategy involved, but there's also obviously the FPS element. So you would coach macro ideas based on what composition you were playing, and work with the players and figure out like what's a good composition. Because you could to a certain extent you could copy what the top teams were doing, but you're obviously having to work with players who are really really good, but maybe not the best at like they're not like players who can like at the highest level play every single role, right? So there might be optimal compositions that you play or can't play, or it would be better for you to play like, let's say you have someone who's like the top player even in like, I don't know, Overwatch League or whatever, like really really good player at Torbjorn, right? But Torbjorn's worse than Reaper, right? How do you make that work? How do you what does your strategy look like? How does that change on certain maps? What maps are good for you? What maps are bad for you? What maps are you banning, picking? What maps do you think your opponent is playing? How are they playing that map? Are there any flaws in their strategy? Like stuff like this, especially when it comes to tournament play, is more important. When you're talking about improving the play of the actual player, which is a lot of stuff I did. Development of player happens more below that scene, whereas you're mostly, once you get into like contenders and stuff, the players are kind of know what the fuck they're doing at the point. Like from sometimes you have to teach them that macro, but they know what they're doing when it comes to the players. They're like, you don't have to tell them to like hold this position because it's better than this position all the time. Unless it's like from a macro standpoint, like they need to be in a certain position based on the composition, but you don't need to coach them on like their mechanics a lot of the time. They kind of know what they're doing a lot of the time. When you get to that level, you don't need to. And in fact, a lot of the time you get input from them based on what they know, because they're gonna know more about that character than you are a lot of the time. So, because I don't play at that, I'm not that good, so they're gonna know what they're capable of better than I will. So, I don't know. It was definitely interesting to do that. I really liked it. I really liked the macro concepts. It's one of the reasons why I liked 6v6. I liked Overwatch 1 more than Overwatch 2. Because there's a lot more macro strategy involved.
Aren't they considering bringing that back entirely?
I don't know. I haven't really looked at too much Overwatch stuff recently, but I know that was something they were talking about after Marvel Rivals came out, I think. They really wanted to try to bring players back.
Best of luck to them on that one, dude.
Yeah, I mean...
No shit.
Yeah.
It's funny.
I mean, I think it's good that Overwatch has some competition in the hero shooter genre, for sure.
Because I've been telling a bunch of customers, all Blizzard has to do is get the stick out of their ass, but the more I see this game, and the more I see customers come in and play it, I'm like, I don't think they stand a chance anymore. I think they fucked up. Then they brought back
one of my
6.
It sounds really dumb, but one of my one of my favorite things that I did was I was working with another coach in the scene at the time, and we brought over it was a team called Clockwork Vendetta in Europe. We started playing that in NA, and we kind of formatted it for the NA against what NA was playing at the time, and we kind of did a lot. We kind of trend set that a little bit, which felt really good. For NA, we kind of brought that composition, and they started playing it like you know, we kind of like figured out. It always feels good when you figure out shit before like the people at the top do, or at least you know before you start seeing it at the top at least. Like they might have figured out how to play that, or maybe it doesn't work for them or whatever. But it feels good to, like when you're playing a composition before they do, and you kind of figured out the meta before. You're not just copying stuff. You're kind of able to figure it out on your own, which just feels really good.
100%. Not too long ago, I don't know if you guys play League.
Yeah.
Before this, right when the season started, they changed the how AP plays, right? And they buffed it slightly. And for support, I started
back.
For support, I ended up playing a champion called the Least of Support, and it's usually
I think I played one game of League in my life.
Someone to see it, right?
Didn't like it.
Like, oh, are you playing a jungler support? Blah blah, right? So they get upset. But bro, I was getting fucking triple kills within like the first 10 minutes of the game. And I was support, you know, I don't have CS, they just have one fucking item, and I'm just murdering everything. Then it caught on in Korea, then it caught on for bot lane, and I saw it for like a long time until they had an adjuster. And it's like, well, there's that, you know. And everyone at the LAN center was like, hey, remember you fucking played that first? It's like, yeah, this was fucking broken as fuck. So I started asking for more advice, and I was thinking about charging the coach him, but it's... I stopped playing it seriously like that for a while now, and it just doesn't feel right charging them for advice like that, but... I'm starting to see that like, the game really obviously hasn't changed much. Like the overall goal is still the same. You know, just
That's
fucking
clutch
kill
to go
the
on the stairs
fucking
like that.
Nexus and win.
Okay. Sorry, you're gonna need a resume. That was like that thing was like on a Z-axis. I couldn't fucking see it.
It was
really weird.
It was fucking up on the stairs.
It was like up on the stairs, and I could not tell for the life of me where it was exactly.
It's the tank's fault.
Yeah, I blame the tank too.
Let's see. Motherfuckers trying to get us all killed. I don't know though. Like,
Wasn't you that was up on the stairs?
Hey, you know, there's no need to fucking point that out, you know, it's just...
Yeah, I got you.
It's, who says it's my story, you know, don't change them.
Yeah, I think someone said that before, you know.
But fucking A though. All I know is that I'm surprised you're not into Marvel Rivals based from what I hear about you. I thought you were a competitive player. You know, and then you tell me you're your coach.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Honestly,
you only can put so much time into certain things, right?
Like when I guess my second year joining here, and I heard you were like a coach for Overwatch. I was like, dude, I'm trying to get better at this game. You know, maybe I should hire this guy to fucking do it. Maybe give me a Raider discount, you know. But then my cousin stopped playing it, and the person I was trying to get at with stopped playing it. So I'm like, yeah, whatever. The game was fun for a while. I don't need another game taking my wallet, you know. Especially with the cosmetics.
It's rough to putting that much time into something for sure, especially when you're like having to work at the same time. It like eats up all your free time basically, and I just kind of decided that wasn't really worth it for me anymore to put that much time into like specific things, especially like I don't know, it kind of drains the fun out of stuff sometimes. So when you're trying to do something like I don't know,
I feel you.
It's fun in the way that like I like winning, right? But
when you make it into a job, it starts.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. It's like a different type of.
Algood's gonna die.
Algood is dead. That's okay. This boss is almost dead.
I tried moving away from it, but just moved closer. When I was coaching for League, because I mostly coach support. A guy was paying me a bit extra just to like hover over him the whole time.
Not bad so far. Not bad
Initially,
so
we
far.
were doing it over Skype, like some time ago.
Yeah. What a time.
Almost so charging. That was nice.
But he would record using it was OBS, but I think he went by a different name at the time. But yeah, I was just trying to teach him like how to like work out the lane, when to go in, be familiar with the cooldowns of other champions, know when to like go in, when to counter jungle, when to ward, and all that shit. hey, I know you work at this place over here, like it's a few cities away. If I go in and pay you a little extra, would you hover over me? And it just became too much. I was angry at him most of the time because he wasn't listening, and then the game wasn't fun anymore. And every time I saw it, I'm just like, I don't want to play this shit because I just see too much shit into it.
Yeah, I can definitely relate to that. That's for sure. Yeah.
But now it's like, I just help out.
The worst
people
part
whenever
is like I would like be fucking queuing with people, and then I would get somebody on their ult, who either didn't like me or just was some fucking like other player in the scene or something, and then they would just fucking go from like fucking around like in low elo to like super try-harding and like, or like if they were on my team they would just end my game. It's like the most frustrating shit in the world.
Sounds about right.
So
My experience usually.
you have to, I literally had to make like buy other versions of Overwatch, and then especially since I would just play with this other coach friend of mine, and he was more known, and we would just literally get people entering our games like all the time. It was really annoying, especially since like
Are we
if you
gonna
get
time
kicked
this?
from a team, like you're gonna a lot of the time that player's going to
Last boss like 3 minutes. This trash like 3 minutes.
not like you. So yeah, I don't know. You get shit like that.
For Counter-Strike, one of my coworkers, he was, I guess, known in the community. He said that every time when he played on his account, he wouldn't enjoy playing with friends because people start getting triggered whenever they saw him on, right? So he would use one of the store accounts to outmaneuver that. He used to have 30 Counter-Strike accounts.
Yeah, it looks like this is the
whenever
15
back
second
when the
death
game
penalty
was,
one.
like, what, $10 and shit. So he got all those accounts banned.
Oh yeah. I
That's
mean,
back-
yeah, it was pretty normal for most players to have like 3 to 5 accounts easily. So, because people don't want to try hard all the time, or maybe they don't want to they want to practice without getting their games into, because other players don't like them, or etc. People are super petty at the high elos for sure. Because you'll like do bad in a game once, and then they'll remember that for the rest of their lives, basically.
Oh yeah.
Years later, they'll be like, "This guy into my game," like fucking.
Fucking trying to climb the Diamond 1, I get that a lot.
Like you would I've literally had this conversation before with players where it's like, I don't think this guy's a good player. He entered my game like 2 years ago. Like, he's just shit like.
You don't think he fucking
Like
improved?
not even like a tryout or anything. Just like, I don't want this guy on my team. Like, I've literally had that conversation before with people. So
I always hated
actual
that shit.
craziness. Yeah.
I mean, I know I keep names, so I'd be that person.
There's certain people I always keep in mind of, even in WoW, but at a certain point, I hope they improve, and I always give them a chance whenever possible. Except for fucking Mexicans, dude. I don't know, fucking Puerto laws and all that shit. It's like, they always prove me wrong on that one.
Yeah.
But specific players, I just honestly beat them or block them. In League, it's a little tougher. And I was telling a person,
Did they have like a void system in League where you can avoid players?
so here's the thing, right?
They're
They're
on your
trying.
team or whatever.
They're trying for sure. So what they did is on the free champion select, right? Instead of having your username, now they have it like on the critter name or the mob name, like Grump, Wolf.
Oh, they like hide it.
Yeah, so that way, like, if
Okay.
somebody from like a previous game happens to re-queue with you again, the only fucking way you're gonna know is if they start chatting and they reveal themselves out in the open, right? Or they happen to pick the same champion and they're like, oh, they assume it's the same guy, but
Yeah, especially
Usually-
with something weird like a
Didn't
team
need to
mode
use
support or
victory
something,
rush there, but
Yeah.
hey, first
Is
of all,
what it
this
is.
is very valid now. It works. His blind has a lot of
Yeah.
gameplay there. But,
My
hey,
older brother used to do that all the time. He just plays some weird support character. Just kill people.
I have a
Just
feeling
play
it's
some
gonna
like
tilt.
weird mage support that would just kill people. Like you would play Silas.
Yeah, I'm not
He
gonna
just
lie,
kill people.
I get tilted off that too. Yeah, especially if it's on my, because nigga's taking kills, dude.
He's doing it like in gold though, so it's like whatever. But
It's fine. Yeah, it's like what I do when I'm playing like on Smurf accounts. I play Shaco support, and it always tilts the fucking. It tilts both people. It's funny as fuck. It's like I'm trying not to take kills, but this was like walking into the box and just die, and it just fills you with some kind of joy, you know. You see someone die like that, but Smurfing account AP assassins as supports is a bit aggravating. But a lot of the players have to remember, like,
carry for sure sometimes. Yeah, it's I can see how that can be frustrating for sure.
I have to tell a lot of these fools, like, if you ever see something like that, just accept the situation for what it is. If he gets kills, he gets kills. At least you're fucking winning. Nah, I gotta fucking prove to you, fuck this guy, and they run it down mid, and
yeah, something I figured out with
That's
League
me.
is not everybody just wants to blanket win, right? They want to win where they're doing well, and they don't necessarily like if you asked a lot of League players, would you rather win the game or would you rather be 20-0? I guarantee you more than
fucking
half
20-0.
want to be 20-0. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
I
they
want
don't
both.
actually care about winning a lot. They care about popping off, basically. And if you're preventing them from doing that, they hate you.
I'm already tilted.
I'm gonna dispel you first, Silk. Yeah,
Two,
there you go.
one.
We have a customer, dude. He's super famous in our circle. Even in the
You
store,
get the
we,
one on the. Yeah, thank you.
we always like talk shit about him because
Damn
he's always been bronze, right? And mind you,
Couldn't hit. That
he's been
sucks.
playing since season 2. And when the new rank came out, Iron, I was like, hey, dude, Riot made a rank especially for you, because he just can't get any better. As soon as Iron came out, he was Iron 4.
I remember in StarCraft 2 when the rank system for that came out, one of my friends said, or we asked him what he got placed in, and he said, I got placed in the why the fuck are you even playing this game? It's like,
That's
Iron.
I remember I went on a tangent before, and I was saying the people that are stuck in Iron, really, it's what it means to fucking delete the game, fucking quit whatever you're doing. It just, this is not for you.
I mean, I'm totally cool with people playing like, I mean, yeah, it's just like if you're actively been trying to get better and you're still stuck in like those like Iron 4 whatever. There's something with the approach you're doing is just straight up wrong, right?
I'll tell you right now, this guy, it's all personal. It's
Oh yeah,
the
yeah,
second
it
one
usually
guy gets-
is. It's usually they have some sort of mental block of some sort. It's not like
Yeah, I don't think we're timing this.
No, I mean,
Unfortunately,
like
that sucks.
one thing. It's like
If
it's
we
like
had,
the
I
way
think
you're
we would have timed it if we didn't
approaching
have these
getting
deaths.
better
That
is
sucks.
just straight up wrong. Like
Well-
that's usually the problem, right? So
Well, when I mentioned, like, when I say he's personal, right? It's like, if you happen to run across him while he's clearing the jungle, you take the XP, he'll run it. He'll
Yeah,
tower dive,
yeah.
and he'll get mad at his teammates for not tower diving. You know, first of all, like, the minions are pushing
I'm
against
gonna
the
mass
tower.
this
What?
once here. There you go. Or never mind, it didn't go off. Here, I'm gonna PS you and dispel. There. Yeah, we're chilling now.
I was so fucking depressed because I was trying to help him. I was like, why are you tower diving?
I don't think we're timing this.
No, I don't think
But,
so. Unfortunately.
Yeah, yeah. That's okay.
Oh,
Chilling.
hold on, maybe 15 seconds we can get him down.
No, I don't
Maybe.
30. You know what? We can try.
Oh shit,
Here,
I
I'm
wasn't
gonna-
paying attention to that.
Fucking 7 seconds.
Yeah. Push. No, there's no way.
Yeah, that
we were
15-second
close.
death timer sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's alright. At least we get Io for it.
I mean, I'm chilling. I'm not really. Literally been
But-
talking the whole entire time, so.
I was to say, from what
I
you
mean,
and
the fact I'm even in
Vector
at 12 is
said, we know
fine,
about-
so.
You already know about Master E, right?
The AP at Master E stuff, or what are you talking about exactly?
Nah, just the champion, like as a whole. Like, you
Sure,
know,
sure,
shit,
yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
So this fool, I guess he watches a streamer named Kalsa. Yeah, I
Okay.
guess this
The
guy's
guy who went to Korea and then, like, yeah.
He's like strictly a Master E player, so he saw
Yeah,
this
damn, he
guy
would've had it if
never
no one
buy
died.
boots, right?
Maybe just one less person
Mind
died
you,
actually would have had it right here.
Dre is a
Dang.
fucking Iron player. He's absolute
That's
shit.
unfortunate.
And I kept telling him
Oh,
for
well.
years.
Val, what
gotta
can you
fucking
do?
buy boots, dog. You're not Calcep. Like you need that
Yeah.
movement speed to get a point A to point B.
I did
Oh,
some
no.
coaching for like high school and like collegiate teams.
So we got a,
Man,
ooh.
anytime I ever heard like, well, that guy does it, it's the most tilting statement.
Yeah,
Great
it-
mastery
It's like,
that's
do you even
decent.
understand why they did that? Like, can you explain to me
No,
like
not at
why
all.
they didn't buy boots
Yeah,
there?
that's
or
really good
something?
ring.
And they
Nice.
never can, or at least they think they know, but they really don't know, sort of thing. Right.
they don't,
So
get- they don't. They never get it.
usually it's like something,
Ew.
especially with League, it's like they just farm so much gold that, or in their early game, that they can skip the boots and then go for like a power spike item or something like that, right?
Yeah,
So-
or they get their steroid item immediately,
Mhm.
and
then
it's crazy
when
that
like
they don't.
Why is my
level, they're
FPS
going
30?
for like a specific all in at some point in when they're at like level 6 or something, whatever. So
Look at this guy.
Yeah.
Just he's completely skips
I
the
know what we're doing
boots
next.
process, right? He doesn't get the attack speed
Yeah.
correspondent version of it, and he just
Mhm.
uses ghost, and he uses or sometimes he doesn't even get ghost. He just gets
yeah,
smite and ignite, right? And after his ult, he's just slow as fuck, and it's like they're gonna kill you afterwards. It's like
Yep.
you're like if you had boots, maybe it could be forgiven because you can outrun them, but you cannot run them. I was like, what the fuck's wrong with you? He's like, well, I played games like this, and I've won several games like this, Lewis, and I'm just trying to tell you, Calcep, blah, 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 and I just lose it, dude. I start yelling at him,
hmm
and his
most players
okay, I
use
need
that
to
rank just literally could focus on just the like
Repair.
literally 3 fundamentals of the
Good,
game,
and then
probably
do I
climb
need?
to
I
gold
don't have anything to
or
upgrade
plat,
actually, so it doesn't
like,
matter.
pretty easily without having to learn anything else. Like
Capped
build
on,
like
not
all
capped
that,
on
like,
crests,
'cause,
but
I think a lot of players, especially low elo,
I've got
get
a bunch of
fixated on like
crests if I need
the
them.
fun stuff. Like, how do I do like for Mercy? There's like a super jump you used to be able to do where you go out like really far up in the air, right? Which literally didn't matter like 99% of the time for the most part, especially for players in that elo, right?
doing this
Because
again.
essentially you would just do it just to get out of like harm's way quickly, but
Mikey,
like you'd just be better
Nice.
off learning positioning, ult usage, ult tracking, like tracking your ults, your opponent's ults, like where they're at. Generally
we're
speaking,
doing a
stuff
10
like
key
that,
next.
right?
It looks like it's my.
Like positioning, especially on Mercy, like triad, like knowing who you need to heal at what point and when you need to be using your like. There's so many more fundamentals that were way more important, but they're not nearly as fun to like practice and learn, right?
yeah.
No one wants to go into like aim labs or fucking Kovacs and practice aim for like 30 minutes, but you will get better if you do that 100%. Even if you spend like 30 minutes a day,
There it
rather
is.
than queuing like one game, just literally going into Kovacs and practicing your aim, you'll see insane results. Because I did this myself, because I was like, I'm gonna play Apex and see how far I can get, and I didn't really play like a lot of, I didn't play a lot of FPS at the time, because the only other game I'd played before that was like PlanetSide 2, which I was really dog shit at, outside of like the tanking and stuff, but yeah, like you see the results, like it's very, and it doesn't even take that long, right? It's just continuing to do it, but it's not fun to do that,
You
right?
said
So
Definitely
people don't want to do that.
Aim labs.
So Aim Labs is like a newer one, I think, but a lot of people use Kovacs. It's the older. It's just like an aim practice program. Overwatch has one built in that you can do.
I usually just do
I'm gonna
deathmatch
keep
and
that in
CS too.
mind because I want to be better at PSs.
Aim Labs is free, which is why I mentioned that one first. I think it's Aim Labs. Fuck. I don't
Yeah, it's aim
remember.
labs. I have it
Yeah.
installed at the time of work.
And then depending on what character or like what type of game you're doing, they have different like there's one for beam practice for like Overwatch that I suggest for players when they're learning like Zarya and stuff. Because there's obviously different types of tracking you can do. So
I'll definitely give
or
that
different skills based on what character you're playing. Like Cassidy, for example, like is a different aim style than Zarya, obviously. So
Mm-hmm.
or Soldier even, right? There's a
Gonna assume it's
what do they
Mikey.
call that?
We're going for a 10.
First,
Yeah. Well, there's like
4, 3,
kick or whatever, right?
1.
On the gun.
yeah, it goes up.
Go
like
bum
a-
bum
yeah,
bum
yeah.
bum.
kick.
The storm
Mhm.
crypt has been breached, and
No, that's the first thing I ever learned too, like playing a video game. At that level, anyways, was you have the AK-47, it's gonna kick up, so you want to do is aim the
Yeah.
mouse slow.
In a very specific way too. It's not like inconsistent. It's like up and to the right, I think. So you,
Yeah.
you drag down and to the left, right?
So it's pretty
So-
funny when like your mouse is all, like your view is all the way down, but the shit's shooting like at the target.
Yeah.
Oh man, those good days. Have you started playing Marvel Rivals, by the way?
I played a little bit with some people. It was fun.
I'll say you can make money.
I play with like Venom and stuff. I'm not interested.
I'll say, dude, these suits are
No,
a
I'm
lot
good.
now. A lot of these younger kids, you know.
Yeah. I just play games for fun now.
Oops, hitting the shields.
As we get older.
I want to relax when I play games. I don't want to be mentally super strained all the time.
I had to pretty much stop playing FPS games because I just get too mad.
Yeah, I hear that.
No, I think the last time I played something seriously was The Division, and I had so much fun with that game. Until some fucking Chinese script kiddie went through a wall and just started killing us all like nothing.
Man, I enjoyed playing like VRs. Like Warzone was super fun. I heard Warzone's actually pretty good now with like they brought back Verdansk and shit. But I haven't tried it since they brought it back out.
Did you guys ever play the finals when it was popular for a minute?
I played a couple games of it.
That was like the first game in a minute that I was so addicted to when it came out. I was like on vacation from work too, so I did nothing but play that game for like 14 hours every day.
I never saw a lot of customers playing and requesting it. It was fun.
That was such a fun game.
But like I
Oh,
said,
man.
right now, Rivals is all the rage. And I think it's gonna be like that for a long time. Like League was picking up for a bit thanks to Arcane, but it's like slowly dying down again. And all I see people are playing right now is surprisingly WoW. Like,
WoW's been just fun,
Season of
man.
Discovery.
It's
Oh,
a
shit.
goodbye.
Nice knowing you.
Hey, it's kind of crazy to me because it's like I only saw one or two customers play it, but then I see couples come in and they're playing mostly Season of Discovery. I only saw two
Yeah,
people playing.
season Discovery is popular because it's like, I mean it's basically what like Wrath design I would say, so, which is like peak WoW as far as like, for a lot of people at least, as far as like it has some like there's class depth, but the fights are pretty easy, right? So like it's perfect for most people. Because most
Actually-
people don't want like a crazy challenge, they just want like to be a little bit mentally stimulated, and then like the community aspects, right, are a lot more important for most people playing MMOs, I think.
Say this funny you bring that up because every time I met someone that always remembers Wrath of Lich King so fondly are not the ones that rated on the higher level,
Yeah.
or did Agalon for that matter,
Defensive.
or
Yeah,
fucking
because
did
Wrath
the
wasn't
Immortal.
particularly hard like rating, like I don't think at least. It was actually the most approachable when it came out, because like TBC you still had like, you literally had to run people through like fucking like previous raid tiers to get them caught up basically, right? And then same
Yeah.
with a little bit like, and then I mean vanilla was approachable kind of, but you needed 40 people and like, yeah, it had its own issues, right? So.
Yeah.
And then when they brought Kata out, Kata was probably too hard for most people when it originally. Because I remember the first tier, like a lot of people stopped raiding on the first tier. I think. if I
Even
remember
the dungeons were goddamn impossible when they came out.
correctly. Yeah, I think a lot of people didn't get past like the heroic dungeons, basically.
Every
right?
time the Time
Yeah.
Walking came out,
Like Grim Patrol was like notoriously rough. Like the second boss or whatever. Yeah.
I'm still traumatized by that fucking place. I see it and I just don't have positive memories of it whatsoever.
Yeah.
Vash is here. PTSD.
Yeah, Bashir, it was really bad. The other dungeon they brought back, by the way, that's crazy. But
Why? Just fucking why?
I don't know why they brought back those two specific. I mean, I think it was for the theme of the patch, but it's still pretty funny that they brought those two back specifically.
Like the one that really bummed me the fuck out because I really wanted to be so fucking good. And I'm pretty sure everyone's on the same boat as fucking Warlords.
Yeah. The raids were really good in Warlords. Like, I'll fight anybody on that. The raids were amazing.
Yeah, I really liked I liked all of them actually.
They were all good.
Yeah.
The secret phase of fucking
Oh shit.
what's his face in Highmall was dope as shit. I mean, I never even progressed that fight. I thought it was cool on Mythic at least. So,
Oh, when Shogo came out, that was pretty fucking good.
yeah.
That's
I
a
actually
troll right
helped
there.
the fucking Moonguard guild get that kill. That was funny as fuck.
Oh really? That's cool.
Yeah, the roleplay included. Holy shit, dude! I remember I was fucking dying when I fucking was reading this shit.
Yeah.
It was a bunch of people like sitting next to me too, watching this shit. I was like, bro, like, it's your turn, man. What do you think about this whole thing? And I'm like, my character's mute. I shrug.
Did you? I know you joined in Warlords, Silk, but when was it at the start or I forget when you joined?
It was like a month or two into Blackrock Foundry.
Okay.
So I remember the
okay.
first thing we were progressing on was Flamebender, I think her name is. And like the guild that I was in
yeah.
before that, we just kept wiping. So I had like severe PTSD going into that fight, and you guys just one shot. I was like, oh, okay, sick.
Yeah.
Yo, I love Flamebender.
Yeah, we tricked you there, buddy. We sucked super hard.
Yeah, you got my hopes up, and I was like, oh, I'm here now, I guess.
No.
Or was it the wolf bitch?
Flamebender was the one oh god.
She had the guy that started beside her, and then she had like the lines that would come out. She was before the hand boss.
Yeah. She was the one where you could get the garrison follower.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's because of Flamebender. I always see like shit that like falls you on the floor. Like for example in Carnage, you know, you have the circle spawning. You can just stack two and then move. Stack two, then move. Because of Flamebender.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true.
Again,
Yeah, I
I keep
always
going the
have
wrong way.
that mechanic permanently attached because of it. And then there's Archimond.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Those lines.
Damn.
Yeah. Just stay the fuck still. Just stay the fuck still. It sucks I couldn't get that kill on Mythic. I got it till like way later after.
I think we got it like the last week or two, didn't we, Sword?
Cutting Edge? No, I don't think we didn't get Cutting Edge on in Blackrock Foundry, I don't think.
No,
did we?
Blackrock, no, but Archimon we did, didn't we?
Yeah, it was I think it was either the second to last week or the last week. We got it, yeah.
I had to take a break from
I remember that was like always like nerd scream.
Yeah. I forget the name, but someone read the speech afterwards for the guild. That was funny.
Oh, that was Jom Marak.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah,
He had like he had it written down.
yeah.
So,
Yeah,
like,
you hear the
him,
papers
like,
rustling.
pulling the yeah. No, some of my favorite WoW memories are from WoD. Like,
I mean, at the time, it sucked ass. Like I just call it the summer of Manaroth wipes because we just spent like all fucking summer just wiping him like 700 times. But now it's just
Yeah.
so fun to look back on.
yeah, like what's his name trying to explain geometry to defective, which is like.
What was this?
It was like, you remember that hunter? We had that hunter who was trying to explain. I don't even remember what. I think it was like how to move the boss or something, and he was trying to explain like fucking like this doesn't work because of geometry, basically.
This rings such a quiet bell for me. I kind of remember this.
Yeah, yeah. I remember the memes after, but I don't exactly remember what the conversation was. I just remember like ex-hunter tries to explain geometry to fucking defective 101. Basically.
I feel like I remember something about this, but I don't remember the context either or what all happened there. But that does ring a bell.
Yeah. Yeah. And then there was probably also one of my favorite memories from WoD was just swap blasting people onto those like conveyor belts in front of Flamebender. And just watching people get slowly dragged in. Good times.
I remember the first time that item came out, I got someone stuck in it was the mushroom boss. It was like a little crevasse, a rocket right inside. If you just move in, just strike and fall in there, you just can't get out. But you can still
Yeah.
target fuckers using the swap blaster.
Oh, I saw someone got suspended for mind controlling people into in Classic. They were mind controlling people into the houses like what are they called? Fucking the things on top of. Oh my god, I'm like blanking right now. It's chimneys. That's what it was. Literally mind controlling them into the chimneys, and then you can't get out of them. So he was just like, dude, he got fucking suspended for that, which is fucking hilarious. He just did it to so many people and got enough like fucking ban requests that he actually got fucking suspended for it, which is, in my opinion, hilarious.
You know, back when
That's amazing.
most players were ignorant, I remembered I was in Ungaro Crater and I had a couple of friends like come with me. I'm like, let's just summon random scrubs and say we're gonna give them gold. We just take the summon. As long as they show us proof, they delete their, you know, power stone. Let's summon Ungaro Crater. Oh, dude, that was the days.
Yeah.
Too bad it doesn't work anymore. Fucking toys and all that shit.
Yeah. I mean, this patch right now is like fucking awesome too, honestly.
I like
I've
it.
been really enjoying it. Mythic Plus is in a really good spot. I really wish I'd decided not to push last season. I might still push, I don't fucking know, but definitely a lot of burnout from trying to push last season, that's for sure. But
Okay, that's kind of why I want to get into that, because it seems a lot of fun, you know, despite the frustration.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I do know
mean,
as a lock, it's a little harder.
yeah, the big things that you run into that make everything outside, everything about like pushing is fun. It's everything outside of you doing the dungeon that's unfun. It's the waiting in queue at high when you need like certain keys or certain key levels that aren't readily available, and you're sitting in like literally an LFG for hours just to do one key to wipe on the first pull, and then you like
That sucks ass.
that's not fun. But doing the keys, figuring out the keys, that sort of thing. I would care less if you could get into a key and wipe, and then, you know, find a group instantly and then wipe. I'd rather be wiping on the first pull than be literally sitting in queue for hours on end, waiting to get into a group, getting declined. As a meta class too. Like, this isn't even considering that if you're playing anything off meta, no one's gonna invite you, right?
Yeah.
Unless you're known, right? You're a known, like, good player of that class. But that usually requires you to have, you know, gotten title before or know people and built up, like, you know, kind of a group of, like, not necessarily, you're still pugging, but people are on your friends list now and you've been doing it for a while, so people kind of know you're like solid because you run keys with them, sort of thing. So but yeah,
Yeah,
not to because I think pushing is fun. Like, I don't want to, like, you know, scare you off or anything from
Oh
pushing.
no, you're not.
Yeah.
I'll say I'm just here remembering that the Defective kind of killed that for me too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, cause fucking Eric was down to do that.
Mhm.
Like, fucking he scared him off.
What's his face?
Butters.
Butters, yeah.
Yeah.
Butters.
If Butters had kept playing retail, What's a Monk would have still kept playing. No, I've never ever seen that before. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, like it's something I'm always gonna hold as a cherished memory. Is the Defective literally made my friend rage quit retail completely, and we still fucking talk about it, you know? Like every Friday or so. We put this one like on Discord call because I guess they're playing fucking Warhammer or some shit, and he pops in and they're playing fucking Classic, and they're like, "Hey Piggy, when are you gonna play retail with us again?" Nah, I'm done with the game. And it's because of Lewis's toxic ass fucking guild. It was like, why? Then it immediately comes out with, "Why are you still in that guild?" Like, and they immediately respond with, "It's because this was as toxic as they are. That's why he's still in it." And then Eric would say, "I thought you were gonna fucking mooch them for all their worth." It's like, I am, to this day. It's like, and I won't stop.
I feel like
It's like,
Defective, he would be so happy to know that. Like, his
bro,
like,
he
such a high
celebrates
compliment.
it. He fucking celebrates. last time I said, hey, Eric is still playing again. He was like, oh, I personally invited him to join him in our runs. And I tell Eric, and Eric's like, okay, I guess I'll join. And he dips out. He just does not fuck that. I don't want to hear that fool's voice. He pisses
That's
me
so
off.
funny.
I was like, where does hate come from?
Effective is our guild leader, for anyone who doesn't
And the
know.
funny part is, they were
He's
talking
abrasive
shit
at
about it
times.
initially, right? And my homie was like, hey, you have their logs, right? No, yeah, of course I have their logs. I'm in it. And he was like, okay, let me see them. And he was like, Eric, yeah, your numbers suck. Like, why are you angry at the GM? Like, he has every right to fucking tell you to, you know, roll back your paladin. Then he's like, well, fucking Alonso's in that guild too, trying out, and he fucked it up for me and this and this. And I don't know, it was just fucking kind of crazy. Yeah, this was still like, he's bitter about it, even after all this entire time.
Yeah. I mean, Defective kind of has a point sometimes where he is usually the first person to, like, because we're, like, at the very bottom end of, like, cutting edge, a lot, you know, most of the time, right? He's usually the first person to tell people that they are not good enough, basically, right?
Yeah.
So, people,
I remember when I
a lot of the time, don't take that the right way, or don't take it well, I guess, which is understandable, too, I guess.
I remember when
I kind of like that, though, because, like, I've always been in guilds where someone's like, this person sucks, but no one's going to kick him out because, like, we don't want to disturb the force. Whereas Defective's like, fuck you and fuck everything you stand for.
You know, there's probably a better way of doing that, but, you know, I respect the bluntness, you know?
I love it. It's so funny.
Not gonna lie, I do take it slightly personal when he sits me out so fast. But then I'm like angry. I'm like, why doesn't he sit this motherfucker out? And I'm like, right halfway through the night, I'm realizing, oh, I know why he's not sitting him out. It's kind of obvious now. And it's like, still, fuck him. It's like a raid buff, or he has some kind of role in it, and like the last thing he wants is this particular person to rage out, get upset.
Yeah.
And then I'm realizing, like, fuck, I'm playing a class that I can be easily sent out for.
Oh shit.
Or like when I
Almost
fuck
missed that.
up and I notice he's acting a little nicer than lately, and I'm realizing, oh wait, this has a really, really long run back, and I'm the only B-res. I was like, that's why. Now I fucking get it.
Yeah. It's that Warlock utility.
And then the whole thing with
nice.
Starkirth happened, and I asked him, can you please let me know when I'm fucking up, instead of like waiting for a long time. He goes, that's your fucking responsibility to know if you're fucking up. And then I was telling him, like, but someone told me to do this. Well, we changed the fucking plan. Keep up with the times. Oh, yeah, no, I hate fucking up. If I was fucking up, someone will tell me right then and there. I'll learn from it.
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah, it's like kind of hard to see. 'Cause sometimes a person's gonna think they're doing absolutely nothing wrong.
Well, that was me on Gallywix. I was like, we're wiping and stuff. I'm like, man, how can we as a raid be better? And then fucking Defective's like, well, you're not using any of your cooldowns, Clit, you fucking asshole. And then just lays into me like, ah, shit.
Fuck, dude, I don't think I've ever cringed harder though on Lich King progression, where I fucking caused my guild to wipe like for 2 to 3 hours. The fucking Valkyries, the diminishing returns, dude. I did not know about aura for bonus. And they couldn't figure it out because it wasn't showing up on warcraft logs.
Yeah. I
And
just
then, like-
remember. Sorry. You guys know.
Oh, no,
I didn't
it's
want to cut you off. Okay. I just remember doing that fight and literally just spamming shields the whole entire fight to prevent. Sorry. Like dying. There we go. All right, we're good now. To prevent the infest.
Yeah.
You literally have to power shield everybody between 2 disc priests. At least in a 25-man raid, ideally, and then whoever got the shield broken would just like basically you could take one tick, and if you weren't instantly healed up, you would just die. You would just straight up die.
5, 4,
Wasn't a huge fan of that fight, to be honest, but
3, 2,
it is what it is, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Great crystals.
I think what pissed me off more about that fight than anything is like there's some asshole that just
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get all these. I'm gonna try that.
could not fucking understand that he can't stand on the defile.
I can't dispel you. You can just let it. It'll just drop off here in a second. 2 seconds. 1 second. There you go.
Thanks.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, Jesus, that was awful. Charge.
And I couldn't
yeah, you
like
were
for the
playing.
I couldn't like for the life of me figure out why the GM wouldn't kick this fool out. And I found that it was his brother-in-law and
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That happens a lot
Okay.
more. I mean, I think it's just a difficulty thing. I think the game's so difficult that you can't really if you did that, you would just not clear Mythic a lot of the time. You can't just like hard carry someone through like that anymore.
and now even more so shit.
Yeah.
Great crystals.
5, 4, 3,
You know, it's like it's funny because I remember complaining about this shit, like, oh, this fucking raid should be a lot harder, and they add things like this, and I'm complaining about
Top.
that it's shenanigans. I'm like, I asked for this. Like, why am I complaining?
3,
Oh shit.
2, 1.
I can't lie though, I do get a lot of joy from
I
like
dropped that ball.
clearing out
Nice.
extremely hated dungeons. Like even Grimbatol to a certain degree. When I saw fucking the train, I forgot the name of it, like in that list for voted, or I guess it was the top voted dungeon to bring back.
Grimrail Depot. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I was laughing, bro, because I know a lot of people hated that shit.
Yeah, me too. I was like, why did people vote for this?
Oh, this is great.
People do not remember how terrible that dungeon was.
And they changed it up a bit to make it easier.
I think we can still two-chest this.
Thank
Have
God.
another minute for that.
Yeah. Sometimes that shit's just a complete crapshoot though. On like,
Oh god.
oh man, this is gonna be awkward. You think you can make it over to the other crystal, Dark? Thank you.
First.
5, 4,
I just want them to revamp Wailing Caverns and make that into Mythic Plus. The whole fucking thing.
New mega dungeon. Split into
Nah,
two parts.
not even Mega, just one straight up
Do it,
long
come on.
ass Wailing
Nice,
Caverns
two-chested.
experience.
+8, I'll take it.
Yeah.
That would have been it's funny as fuck.
A pattern too, and a mace. Oh, two-hand mace. Crit mastery.
Or Maradon, dude. And so many people got lost in that fucking place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd love to see like stuff from the first 3 expansions, or I guess classic and first 2 expansions.
Everybody's probably
I
chasing.
thought when they said they were gonna start revamping old stuff, they would do the Lich King dungeons, like what is it called? I forget what those dungeons are called exactly, but just the 3 Lich King dungeons. I thought they were gonna rework some of those because those were actually felt like they would be pretty close to Mythic Plus.
I know what you're talking about.
Like the Forge of Souls and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Many lucky do's you like.
Fucking, I really like the
I think the last one with Sylvanas is probably the easiest one to turn into.
Yeah, that's the one I fucking love, dude. I love the lore for that place. It starts to get
Yeah, it was
giddy thinking about
Pisseron,
that
Forge of
place.
Souls, and then I'm just gonna go look. I don't remember the name of the third one.
Halls of fucking something like that. Mirror.
Halls of
It's like where you-
Reflections.
There we go.
Halls of
Halls of
Reflection.
Reflection.
Yeah,
Here.
that's it.
Where you fight the 2 Death Knights that are
Can I sell this?
being
How much is this?
cinematic for fucking Warcraft 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they gave those guys lore, and I got all giddy about it. Oh, it was
What is
so
this?
cool.
Yeah.
God, fucking. I
What
just
in
wish they
the
could
hell
just,
is this?
you know, do that.
A Guard Keep probably be pretty good.
Yeah, that would
They'd
be
have
pretty
to
awesome.
probably add some mechanics to some of it,
Okay.
but it wouldn't. It's not. It'd be solid.
Interesting looking thing. How much is this for? 49. Gonna keep that for
I
myself.
feel like a lot of TBC dungeons need a lot of work, but they could definitely do it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they completely revamped like a lot of the Kata dungeons, so
Eater of pain. Fuck capitalism, though. Let's see. Alright, let's go to theater next.
alright.
I think Olga said he's done after this with the replacement.
Nah, fuck him. He's gonna come into this one too.
Use the washroom, beer back.
I'm gonna ask that fucking Hunter Cock tonight. Well, he wasn't here Monday. If he doesn't give me a good answer, I'm just gonna throw him out.
Yeah,
You okay with that?
yeah, that's fine. He hasn't been around. He's been AFK for a while, so yeah. He didn't
Yeah.
say anything while. Yeah, he didn't give like. Yeah, because I'm trying to remember if he said anything.
Not to me.
Yeah. Because that does happen sometimes where people say they need to like. You need to write. Yeah, you're not gonna be there. Just like DM you or something, because.
Effective, can we try recruiting a role player, please?
Guild mascot.
Please, for the love of God, like a
No,
player
I'm
that
having-
emotes his actions.
I'm, having to, I'm trying to prune the roster.
Oh no.
Oh my god, we have this warlock. He's been here forever. I think he needs to go.
Oh, the fact this has me on this chopping block for a long time. I'm like that
No,
green
you
onion.
actually, believe it or not, the statistics tell me that you're doing way better than I thought you were.
Oh, I know.
Currently, at least.
Even the last dungeon, I
But
was
that
like,
wasn't-
what?
But that wasn't always the case.
Yeah, I know. He had every right to assume that.
And like unlike Sulk, you were willing to you stepped up and fixed the problem.
That's because you told me, and I felt really bad.
I told Sulk too.
The thing is, Sulk's a
I
drug
also
addict.
felt
I don't
bad.
know what's
But
different.
he felt bad and yelled.
Oh no, so honestly, what really helped is your weak aura packages. Machiavelli helped me a lot too with his UI, and Sword helped me out a few times too. A lot of you guys helped me out with a lot of this shit, and because of it, I was able to be
Nice.
more aware of my surroundings and just in general, like what I'm fucking up on.
No.
But-
well, I got an idea, Sword. Tell me if I'm crazy or if we
If
should
you're doing a 12 theater pain,
I
You're
think
crazy
tonight,
and we shouldn't do it.
I think we bring Guildbanker in and we get him. We get Vexy down. Okay.
Oh, Mythic
Uh,
or Heroic?
On
Sorry.
heroic. On
Okay.
heroic. And then next Wednesday,
tank, and
Oh, my
Anyone
DPS.
that wants-
Dark.
anyone that wants to show up at 7:45.
All right, never mind.
We just walk in with Vexy dead, and we skip to one-armed
One
bandit,
bandit. Okay.
and do one-armed bandit to
Ooh, one minute.
Bugsy to that. It'll roll over a little bit into
I can get
raid,
the weapon from
but
that.
it's
I'll
not
take
going to
it.
be like 30 minutes or some shit like that.
It's gonna be super fast. Like,
But we will
especially-
literally just have Vexy dead all the time, so we can just do the skip from the beginning.
Just to continue doing Heroic and farming the last 3 trinkets.
Just
I
continue
think
doing
that's
the
not
last
a bad
3,
idea.
But I don't
Yeah.
want to do it during raid time. Like I want to do it
Yeah.
Oh,
I
you're
wanna
saying
get,
like the 15
like-
minutes before raid.
like if you want to show up, you gotta because most people show up at 6:45 anyway. At 6:45, we're just pulling the boss.
I'll be real with you.
So like
Reasonable.
Wednesday we clear Bandit, Thursday we clear Mugsy, and then Monday we
Yeah.
clear.
And then
Okay.
Monday we do, and we just
Great haste, I think,
do
Worms,
one
isn't it?
boss every fucking night, and then that eliminates. That accomplishes the 3 bosses I think people want.
Fury or arms.
The only
But it
other boss
doesn't-
people want is like
11.1.
I think the healers want Sprocket, but like I don't know. It's not that big of a deal. Also, fuck healers. So
I mean, to be honest, like
mood.
we could do. I mean, we could do
Crit
a
haste,
sprocket,
crit haste.
I
Yeah,
guess.
okay. That's
we
fine.
could. I think most of the healers actually have that trinket now, anyways.
I
if I remember
think
Arms.
all
I need to still
our main
practice
healers
my
do.
arms.
Yeah.
Figure that out.
Yeah, let's
I
say
agree.
just you can do all 3 bosses in one night, pretty easy. Like, even
Just
before raid
basically-
starts.
If we were in a position where we like needed gear off the first like 4 bosses, we would just be better off doing Mythic anyways at this point, right?
Correct.
So
That's the way I look at it.
yeah, I agree.
With the exception of Lock and Sprocket, like maybe we still want to we can do one-armed bandit and
If the
Lock
healers
and
need it,
Sprocket.
they're literally the only people that would need it though for heroic gear.
this
I
stuff
would
can get
assume at this
sold
point,
in the
so-
Dark Moon
I would
Fair.
think so too.
I want the cloak for transmog.
Alright, I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
Uh-huh.
Once we hit, maybe we do that for the next like couple weeks. But once the patch comes out and we get the tokens, doesn't it not matter because everyone can just buy their trinkets?
Well, you get one piece, one
we
item.
don't know. We don't know. Blizzard has not told us how often we get this, like, or
They're
when
not
it's
working on
coming out.
assumptions.
So we
Big.
can't assume anything because if you notice this next patch, everything's scheduled. Did you notice that?
No.
Like this is the first patch in a long time where you get new content, but you don't get it all at once.
Oh, sure. Wait, no, I disagree with that. We definitely had that happen before.
Well, not to this extreme, at least.
That's fair. Maybe there's more of it this time.
I was gonna
Because-
say
Because April 22nd, which is the day of the patch, you get this Nightfall thing. On May 20th, you get this Horrific Visions thing, which should be like a 0.5% or 1% upgrade for us. As
Nice,
far as
another tree
damage
done
goes.
and skinning. Just one more
Yeah,
tree.
And then on June 3rd, you get this Dastardly Duos thing.
I was gonna
So you got
say
two mini events scheduled in there.
How many things did I do? By the way, my
even considering what you just said.
my
regards to you're not mattering. People are gonna use the first token for their best in slot. I imagine.
my rating is 2 higher than in
Right.
season 1, so
Yeah, so
goal
it's like,
accomplished.
even then,
Just
it's
last
not
thing I need
entirely,
is best
But
in
if
slot.
if like you need a
And 3,000.
Mugsy Jug and a fucking, I don't know,
House of
a
Cards.
House of Cards, you're only gonna get one of those.
Is it only gonna be one token too?
No one knows.
These fuckers.
I thought
know.
they said it was
Rumors
dead.
too, but I don't know.
Because that's what
Yeah,
was originally on the
yeah.
track.
Originally there was 2 Dinars at
We
week
don't know, though.
17
Yeah,
and
that's
19
correct.
originally,
I'm
but we don't know anything past that. All we know is that the feedback given to Blizzard was that
Mhm.
at the
Where was
point
on the
that they
track
were giving it
fucking
to us, it's useless because you're already maxed out anyway, so it doesn't mean anything.
Mhm.
And so they decided to rip it from the renown and throw it in this patch, and that is the last thing that is literally all that we know at this point. Nobody on PTR, like, I have scrambled trying to find anything. I actually fucking searched Reddit. There is no information
Oh,
to be
yeah.
found,
Research
and let
Reddit.
me explain. Fuck Reddit.
Yeah, it's all fucking hearsay.
You know what's funny? I was trying to look up.
Oh, that's
I
nice.
was
I
talking
like
to my
that.
brother about electric bikes, and we're like, when does it actually become not an electric bike? So I was googling it to see when you actually when it's considered a motorcycle, and Chat or the fucking AI was sourcing Reddit. It was like the most stupid shit I ever saw. I was like, what the fuck?
Isn't that the answer though? Is when it's fully autonomous? When it's
Like,
considered
no,
a
bicycles
motorcycle?
are not motors.
No, we were talking about e-bikes. How fast do e-bikes have to go before they're considered motorcycles, basically, right?
You know that motorcycles aren't autonomous, though. I want to get back to this.
Just so everyone understands,
I'm
to
just
be a
saying.
motorcycle, you need a motor. I'm just gonna point out this one particular part of English.
If you're
Battery
interested,
bike.
by the
You
way,
need a
it's 20 miles per
motor
hour.
to be a
If it goes over 20
motorcycle.
miles per hour, then it's considered a motorcycle, basically. If it with self-propulsion, basically, non-pedal. So like if you are basically only using the motor, not pedaling, you can go. It's 20 miles per hour or 750 watts or something, apparently. So,
That's me. Any Discord sound is me, by the way, so don't worry about it.
but yeah, still retarded that it was like sourcing Reddit for its source material.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you
Sort
guys
of
in on a fucking secret here. AI is bad, and do not trust it ever.
Yeah.
Like, not just bad ethically.
Oh,
which it
yeah, I
also
mean, that's
is,
what-
but
that's kinda what I
also
was
bad
getting at.
reliability-wise.
No.
Yeah.
AI puts tariffs on penguins in Antarctica. Come on now, motherfucker.
Hey, we need a fucking.
Those penguins have had it too easy for too long.
The trade
Yeah,
deficit with the penguins is too high.
It's
Y'all
absolutely
make
too
me
high.
depressed now.
Well, good news. There's a lot
no
of reasons to be
politics.
What's the thing in Legion? The battle
I'm
pet?
just saying. I was gonna put.
This
I'm
is
only
a
allowed
fact.
to
This is
go
a
into
fact of
factors
fucking
the
life.
size of the fire.
The penguins are being tariffed.
I was gonna put $2,000 on stocks yesterday, and I was like, no, I'll just wait tomorrow.
Mm.
Fuck this fucking piece of
Oh,
shit.
This
Hey man, the
No.
trick is you gotta wait till it drops.
All
and
the
then
money
you
in
put
your
out.
mattress.
No. The trick is you gotta
Never
wait
do
till
that.
the
Ice
big
fan.
drop, and then you put all your money in, and then
No.
you put a tweet out saying
Great.
actually the tariffs are fake, and pretend to be from the White House and pay for the $8 verification, and then it'll jump up, and you gotta sell in the 5 minutes before everyone goes, wait a second, we don't know who this is.
Monday.
If I was a short seller,
Which is an actual thing that happened this week,
Yep.
by the way.
It happened on Monday.
yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
yeah, if
Fucking
I was
fun.
a short seller, this would be fucking. I would be a billionaire at this point.
Look, at this, I'll tell you guys straight up, what I'm banking on is that
I'm a normal
Korea,
person. I don't try to time the market.
Korea, Japan, and China deal, once that shit goes through, that's when I'm buying. That dip is gonna be low, and I will be buying.
Oh my god, the monumental fuck up to have those 3 countries band together against you. They hate each other, dog.
They hate each other. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like when that happens, I'm buying, dude. If I don't get
Wait,
nuked
what are
first.
the 3 countries? Korea.
Korea,
Japan.
China.
All right. I'm just gonna mute that, and I'm gonna probably finish up some auctions here, and then go to eat before raid, chill for a bit, maybe watch some wrestling, but just gonna do the auctions here. But hopefully that was a entertaining stream. I wasn't very talkative while I was in Discord there with the guild, but I was just trying to focus on not completely sucking in 11s and 12s, which I'm happy I got into. Like I said, my rating is 2 higher than it was in Season 1, so that's awesome. With a guild group, it's not as stressful, but I would imagine with a pug, it's going to be a little bit more stressful. Hopefully, pugging isn't that bad. We did do just the 111, which we did not, or did we do a 12? No, we did. I forget. Yeah, we did it. We timed an 11, and then we did not time the 12. Yeah, so a little stressful, but not as bad as it might be with a pug. So we'll see. But for now, I'm going to go take off and eat. Thanks all for tuning in. I'll be back next week. More Mythic Plus and stuff planned. Enjoy your week. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe. I love you lots. Thanks for tuning in. Any VOD watchers up to this point, appreciate you. Anyone live and in color, appreciate you as well. Yeah, have a good one. I'm going to leave the stream running for a little bit here. Just awkward silence because YouTube likes to cut it off randomly if I end too early. So I just want this spiel to be there. So, yeah. Have a good one. Bye.